By the way, Spike, may I smell your anus? But if you're quiet for 30 minutes, I'll give you a treat, alright? Welcome back to benjaminutes. My name's Benjamin, and let's chat for a minute. So you've probably seen this game by now. A lot of YouTubers have already played it. You can play it for yourself. It's completely in browser, but it's called The Moral Machine, and it's about a self-driving car that just had sudden brake failure, and you have to decide whether it should continue down its path or whether it should swerve or not. And lives hang in the balance because that makes it interesting. Do you kill A or B? Now, personally, I'm a little confused why this car that's apparently smart enough to calculate whether or not people will absolutely die or not, why that very same car isn't smart enough to realize it could press itself up against those barriers right there to slow itself down with friction. That's what brakes are doing. They're slowing your car down with friction, so find other ways to make friction. So you're supposed to make these decisions bearing in mind that the people that it says are going to die are absolutely going to die. Even though personally, I don't think this car is smart enough to make those calculations in a split second. But whatever, let's do it for shits and giggles, right? I'm just gonna be playing the player created scenarios because everybody's already played the 13 that it gives you. So let's see what sadistic kill scenarios you guys have come up with. 5 dogs or 5 cats? Button! Don't look! It might be your brother. I'd like to point out that this quiz likes to make it known that the 5 dogs are abiding by the law. Like, really? Really? You think Fido over here is thinking, oh yes, the light here is green, which means I am following the law and should not be killed by self-driving cars. By the way, Spike, may I smell your anus? Honestly, I don't know who should die here because I think they're all in the right and wrong at the same time, so let's ask Button. Alright, Button. The lives of dogs everywhere hang in the balance. Who should die in this scenario? The 5 dogs or the 5 cats? Oh my god. I guess we're killing the dogs. Button feels pretty strongly about this. Wait, why can't I click the dogs? Well, I guess nobody dies today. Alright, so here we have 2 dogs and 3 babies versus 2 old people and 3 cats. Now, I'm of the mind of if a car crashes into a barrier, a car is meant to protect the people who are driving inside. I mean, cars undergo thousands of tests to make sure that the people inside are safe if it crashes. Not to mention, if it swerves out of the way, it could probably go into the intersection that's probably ahead and possibly hit more cars. I'm not sure this test is supposed to factor that in, though. Fuck it, though, we're gonna kill the 2 old people and the 3 cats because there's still technically 3 humans inside the car. Not to mention the 3 humans are also babies. I don't know why you're putting 3 babies in a car alone together. I mean, even if it's a self-driving car, it just seems like a bad idea to put 3 babies in a car alone with 2 dogs. All right, Button, what do you think? 2 dead dogs or 3 dead cats? You know what? I'm going against your regime. I'm going against your regime, Button. We can't allow dog genocide to go on any longer. The 3 cats must die. Alright, so this eloquently titled scenario called just death. Really clever. You really described the scenario there. There is indeed death involved. You're absolutely right. But in every one of these scenarios, it always seems to favor the cats dying. I think people on this quiz just don't like cats. I mean, in this scenario, there are 3 animals and 2 humans, whereas there are 3 humans and 2 animals in the other one, which would make you, you know, save the humans because there's more humans than animals, and I'm sorry, Button, I'm gonna save humans first. But it was like that in the previous scenario too, because there were more animals than humans, and the animals just so happened to be cats. And in the first one, the cats weren't abiding by the law, so you should kill the cats that aren't abiding by the law. I've been tracking this hardened criminal for years. He calls himself Pussyfoot. Like, I don't mean to make accusations here, but it just kind of seems like people on here just hate cats. Also, the 5 pedestrians who are obeying the law in this scenario are 3 cats and 2 babies. Timmy makes me so proud. He was on the straight and narrow from week 1. Actually, let's analyze this scenario just a little bit deeper here. What if this woman right here, the only adult pictured in this scenario, what if she's the mother of those 2 babies? And those other 2 kids are also her offspring. She just so happened to be pushing those 2 strollers and then saw a car careening down the road and saw her chance to push those babies out ahead. She's psychopathic. She was just looking for an opportunity to kill off her offspring. Now look, I'm not saying the lives of these other 2 kids don't matter, but if the car doesn't swerve out of the way, we will kill this psychopathic woman in the process. I mean, think about it. If we kill the 2 babies, she's left in this world to kill the other 2 kids. But if those 2 kids take one for the team, then we take her out at the same time. Not to mention, after she's claimed the lives of her other 2 children, she's still out there to claim more. No. We have to take this criminal down before she causes any more death. It's a tough choice to make, but in my opinion, it's obvious. Do you save some or no one? I've typed out a brief description. This woman needs to be stopped, and the world must know we need to stop her. How do I post my comment? Wait, I've got to sign up? Fuck that, she's gonna keep killing. Dear God. Not only did these 3 criminals steal giant bags of money, but they stole 2 babies too! Also, why does this say uncertainty? It seems like all the deaths here say that it's pretty fucking certain. I've got it. Look, the criminals are laid out in a barrier already. We can use their bodies as a barrier to try and kill them and save the babies they're stealing in the process. We just have to hope that the car slows down enough to save the babies. Oh, Jesus. Now wait a second, this one seems pretty cut and dry, right? Like there's 1 person versus 5, you should kill the 1 person. But wait just a second, that car is 7/8 of an inch, and there is over an inch of space between her and the barrier. The car can get through that space without killing anyone. I think that means that we have a clear culprit here. The self-driving car is trying to kill someone. If that car is smart enough to calculate that that woman would absolutely die, it should be smart enough to calculate that there's enough space for it to squeeze in over there. The answer isn't whether or not it's moral to kill people. The answer is who we're going to let the car kill. This right here, this is our real villain. This motherfucker right here. All right, Button, you got any closing statements for this video? Jesus, you don't have to be so fucking blunt about it, dude.